Nets Kingdom.
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm here with Pete, Nets fans. You know, we back, Nets Kingdom. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications for all that breaking Nets news. So we are live here after the Nets just owned the Memphis Grizzlies, 119 to 106. Say it ain't so. We just destroyed the Memphis Grizzlies. You can't make this stuff up, man. You really can't make this stuff up. So early in the first quarter, the Nets 34, Grizzlies 29. It was a really kind of like shaky start, but I love the ball movement. Ziaire Williams was on a mission tonight. He was on a mission for the revenge game. He played really well off the bench. We closed the quarter on an 18-5 run. The Nets forced 7 turnovers and attempted 6 more shots than Memphis in that first quarter. We get to halftime, and Grizzlies kind of cut it, but we end up with the lead at halftime, 67-62. Both teams were shooting over 55%. Nets got 18 points off 15 turnovers in that first half. What did you see, Pete, in that first half that kind of impressed you with the Nets tonight? Like, what did you see in your opinion, bro?
Just thinking with the game plan, Morant didn't have a big night.
Yeah.
And I see that's kind of a trend that the Nets aren't going to let the other team's best player beat them.
Yeah.
It's always like a secondary or third option type of player.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good that even though you have a guy like Cam Thomas not having the best night, they still kept it close. I feel like they were in the whole game. They were in the game, right?
Yeah. In the game, like I said, we were up at halftime, 67-62. The beginning of the game, the Grizzlies got to a good start, but then we closed it because our defense, and we've been talking about the defense all year, like for these past 3 games and these pods. It is really impressive how the Nets have been locking down on defense. We saw Ben Simmons return tonight. He was he was aggressive at the rim, but he didn't really was impactful this game. I mean, like I said, he's just a good defender to have. Like, they put him on Edey, and he wasn't really doing too much on Edey and JJJ. But the Nets team defense, like you said, we're locking up Morant. Now we get into the third quarter. That's when the Nets, like I said, the Nets were up in the third quarter, 67-62. They go on a quick 8-0 run, but Memphis cuts it at the end of the third quarter. And this in the end of the third quarter gets real weird. Like, there's a whole bunch of flagrants. Keon Johnson gets ejected because he's talking smack to Ja. Like, it was a whole bunch of fouls and smack talking. And this is where we've seen it again. Like, the Nets are playing physical basketball, real tough, mean, not backing down basketball. And it's happened with these couple of games in a row. We saw it happen against the Hawks. We saw it happen against the last teams we played. And it's they've been really aggressive and fouls. It's been a foul game. You see this foul. What do you think about this physical ball the Nets are playing, bro? It's really a foul game, bro.
Let me see.
Yeah. So let me get to the fourth quarter, because this is where Dennis just Dennis goes crazy in the fourth. So going through 3 quarters, I think Dennis had 27 points, 5 assists. I'm sorry, 27.7 assists. He was going insane tonight. 6 threes. I think he had a 6-3 tonight. Yeah, 33. Well, the total, he had 33, 8 assists, 11 for 14 on this efficiency. Dennis really took the game over in the fourth, because we went into the fourth up by 1, and that's what I'm thinking. Oh, Memphis is about to, turn on the Jets and we're about to lose. But Dennis, Ziaire, it just really impactful moments. Dennis and Ziaire kind of took over this game, and we handled the Memphis Grizzlies in that fourth quarter. Going forward, man, I know people are thinking yo, the Nets are supposed to lose. But it's just the basketball we're playing, the competitive basketball we're playing is like really, really like eye-opening to me. Like, I can't believe we're this, we almost beat the Nuggets last night. And then on a back-to-back, we own the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies are supposed to be a top team in the West, bro.
Did the Nets look tired? I don't think the Nets even look tired.
Yeah, that's that's what I'm
Right?
saying. It's insane. Like I think they pulled the starters with like 2 minutes left. Like, that's how crazy it was. I didn't really see Ja in the last 5 minutes. Like, he was done. Like, they pulled the starters quick. So going forward, bro, what did you take out of this game? Us beating the Grizzlies, Pete. Like, what are you really like? Are you upset? Are you, what are you feeling? What are your feelings?
Man, it's such a like mixed bag of emotions because we know we want them to lose. Because let's face it, we're not going to win a championship this year. So you want the high draft pick, but then when they play a game like this, you kind of want them to win, right? Because you kind of want to like reward them for playing so well.
Yeah.
And you're showing a couple highlights right now of Dennis Schroder.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we were talking all off season. Man, CJ is going to win us a couple games. Dorian Finney-Smith is going to like steal us a couple games.
Yeah.
And it's the guy that nobody talked about, Dennis Schroder, who's putting up crazy numbers. Like, who is this guy?
They got to trade Dennis for 5 first-round picks, man. We got to trade Dennis is a 5 first-round picks because the way he is playing, like, he broke some records tonight. Let me read Eric Slater's tweet because Eric Slater said Dennis is the first player in Nets history to first player in Nets franchise history to record 25 points plus 25 points plus 5 assists and 5 plus 3-point made field goals in 3 straight games. So Dennis is edging himself in Nets history. That's how great Dennis is playing. Like, you look at his stats. I think somebody posted his stats. Like, people are saying he's right now might be it's not an exaggeration to say he's one of the best point guards in the NBA right now. And I know it's 4 or 5 games, but it's not exact. You look at these numbers that Dennis is putting up, it's really insane numbers, bro. Like, we got the 30-point tonight. I think he had 29 last night. It's just really insane. 28, 29, and 20. 20, 29, 28, 29, and 31. That's yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so no, I was gonna say that's just like the output Dennis is. It's like if you're Sean Marks and Dennis is playing like this, what are you saying to yourself? Like, is this great for the Nets, or you're like, we might have to move him down the line if he's getting this type of output?
Oh, you definitely trade him, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Dennis kind of played the card of being like the good teammate, always hustling, whatever. But he's playing like for Team Germany when he's like the top option, right? Like, if he keeps this up, forget about how good he is in the locker room. I don't know what you get for him per se. And I know you just said, yes, the numbers do say he's one of the best point guards in basketball right now.
Yeah.
But I was talking with a couple friends. If he was on Denver, right? We watched the Denver game yesterday.
Yeah.
What option would he be? I think he'd be coming off the bench, almost like in the Russ role.
He'll be a Russ role. He'd be a better version of Russell. He'd be a better version of Russ because the way he's shooting is like, it's insane. Like, Russ is not shooting like this. Yeah. So
is it talent or that he's just filling in because he's getting all these opportunities and the system fit is great? That's what I would say.
That's a great point. Because he's getting so much free reign, and like, I'm not sure because like when he was on Toronto before he came here, I think Raptors fans said he was playing decently well too. But I don't know what it is. If you're a contender looking for some power, like off the bench, you're looking for a good shooter or a good guy who's going to play, make and get you buckets off the bench, then I think Dennis is the perfect point guard for you. Like, he's probably, in my opinion, I can't think of any more backup point guards, but if you're a contender, Dennis is probably the number 1 backup point guard on the market. Like, if you're a contender. But yeah, Dennis has been incredible. Moving on to Ziaire. Now, Ziaire had the revenge game tonight, 17 points, 3 assists, 6 for 10. He's just been really, really good. And I think that since the Nets got him for a steal, we always knew Ziaire was like 6'8". He's a great defender, but it was the shooting that Grizzlies fans were like, "Ooh, he's too doo-doo. He's doo-doo shooting. He's not consistent. You've seen his percentages are like low 30s, but this year, these 4 games, it's been really. I think last time I checked before this game ended, he was shooting at like 60% from 3, like really, really high numbers from 3. I probably dropped a little bit today, but
he was covering Ja. Did you see that?
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the other team's best players.
Yeah,
like this is really insane.
Yeah,
he should
so
be starting. No,
yeah, I think Ziaire could be really like, since he's so young. I'll ask you, Pete. Do you think he should be part of this rebuild? Like, you should give him like a 2-year, 3-year extension, or think about flipping him? I know he's 20, 24, 23, something like that. He's very young.
23, I think. Something
Yeah,
like
so
that.
yeah, so would you rather him be part of the rebuild, or more like maybe we could flip him down the line if he gets his value steadily increasing right now, because you're looking at him shooting catch and shoot threes and movement threes. So what do you think about Ziaire?
No, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in. We heard that he was killing it in training camp, killed it in the preseason, and the guy just keeps on going. Like it's like untapped potential, and I think he'd even get a little bit better. Like I said, I think he needs to be starting. He's playing it. Not only he's putting up these great numbers, he's playing defense on the other team's best player. Good defense, not like Mikal Bridges last year, who was getting toasted. For real.
Yeah, for real. That's facts.
Who is this guy?
Bro, I love how you kept it 1,000, because he's playing better basketball than Dorian Finney right now, and he is playing absolutely lights out better than Dorian. CJ, I'll give CJ credit. CJ can keep his starting spot because he's been hitting his threes. Last game he had 6 threes. Tonight he had a couple threes. CJ's been playing decently, but Ziaire has just been playing like a lights out. And I'm talking about, I hope they show it. When you type in on YouTube and you look up Nets versus Grizzlies, because that's what people are going to do when you watch this, they're going to be like, oh my God, because Zaire's defense, you're going to see it impact in this game, second half and first half. He's talking smack. This is a revenge game, obviously, so he got more energy. He's talking smack to job. He's playing point of attack defense. He's hitting threes. He's getting rebounds, bringing that energy off the bench, attacking the rim, being aggressive. So it's like all those components is just really have been impactful for the Nets. And when the Nets are not really, the starting five's not giving us anything, Ziaire comes in and it's quick energy. Before we get out of here, I just want to talk about the Grizzlies, because a lot of people are going to click this video like the Grizzlies fans. What do you think about the Grizzlies going forward, bro? Like, I know, like, you look at the stat box, JJJ had 30, Zach Edey had 13. Marcus Smart, I think, got hurt. He only played 6. Yeah, he got 6 minutes. Ja had 14, 5 for 16, and Desmond Bane had 10. And they look at the bench. Nobody really gave them anything off the bench except for Clark with 13. But what's your thoughts on Memphis going forward in this season?
I think they're kind of like an in-between team, because you had to pay Ja so much money. You had to give Desmond Bane, who I'm a big fan of, a lot of money. And I feel like they're like a player or two away. Obviously, Marcus Smart getting hurt, I don't know if it's a big injury or not. That's going to be a major blow to them. Zach Edey's playing well, big body. A lot of people thought he'd be too slow. I thought he played pretty well.
He was pretty good tonight. He was pretty good tonight. 13 points. He should have given a little bit more rebounds, but 13 points, 2 rebounds, 6 for 9 from the field. So he played pretty decent tonight. Yeah.
I feel like they're a player away. I don't know what you think about that.
No, I agree. Like, I like the Zach Edey, JJJ, because I guess you can put JJ, like JJ had 30 tonight. JJJ is like a solid power forward, so it gives him more ability to like rebound and be more of like a scoring guy, because Zach Edey can just handle the rim protection. And I think the coach just has to get used to mixing up the lineups. What I'm worried about the Grizzlies is just the bench. I think that starting five is going to be really, really great, but I think the bench is like, it just needs something. Like you said, it needs an extra guy that's going to give you buckets off the bench. Because if Ja's not going like tonight, JJJ had a 30, but you're not looking for Zach Edey to take over. You're not looking for. I mean, Bane is supposed to be that third guy, so he's really got to step into that role of, if Bane is not shooting well, he only shot 2 shots, 2 3-pointers tonight. Like,
they had an off night. Right, they had off night shooting. Let's be honest. The Nets played very tough defense. A couple full court presses. You saw Ziaire get a steal on a. It was like I guess it's a light full court press, right? Not really getting in their faces, but you still have to, pay a little more attention than usually just throwing out the ball.
Yeah, because I want to see, they got to get Desmond Bane more shots, more 3-point shots, because he's supposed to be like one of their best 3-point shooters. But yeah, I just think you're right. They're probably one guy away. Like they need another punching piece from me because if Desmond Bane's not going to be that third guy after John JJ, it's like you're gonna need another punching piece off the bench for me. So, great. I guess win for the Nets. I mean, we're supposed to be tanking, but I'm I don't know how to feel. Like I feel happy that we won, but I feel in the long term, I'm like, we're supposed to lose. Like, I don't know how I feel. Like, it's hard. It's a torn feeling right now for me, brother. It's a torn.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
But I think it comes down to if they're playing well, I guess you want them to win because how many times are we going to see a game like Denver that they play really well against a team that they probably should have, been losing to the entire game, and then you just see a heartbreaking loss. You don't want to see that every night.
Yeah.
So this was definitely a nice little consolation prize, I guess you could say.
Yeah, consolation prize. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let us know in the comments how you guys feel about the Nets just owning the Grizzlies tonight. Let us know how you guys feel about Dennis turning Dennis the new Steph Curry. Let us know how you feel about Dennis Schroder going crazy from three. Ziaire, let us know how about Zaire's upcoming. He's on the heater too. So let us know in the comments how you guys feel about Ziaire. Follow us on Twitter. All our Twitters are scrolling. Nets Kingdom 1 on Instagram. Check out Pete's channel. Pete just dropped a good pod. We on that pod flow.
You're on it.
Yeah, I'm on it. So check out Pete's Nets Fan on YouTube. Check that out on Pete's channel. Make sure you guys subscribe and check those videos out. And then also, don't forget netskingdom.net. Cypher's dropping some good articles on netskingdom.net. So if you missed the game sometimes, go on there. He'll break it down analytically. So appreciate you guys so much. Again, hit that like for us, and we'll be back. It's a Nets world.